Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tamara Moore and I'm a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator. And what we're going to do today is we're going to do the spotlight technique, but we're going to make our own paper for it, our own DSB. And so what I'm going to use today is the Blessings of Home. I'm going to use this sentiment here totally use this, and I'm going to use the Have a Perfect Birthday, make some birthday cards out of it. So we're going to go ahead and take out our big floral stamp. We're going to do our larger stamp first. So what we need is stamps that have an open design like this. Now this has some more of the shadowing, which makes it a really fun thing to color. So, but we do need an open design to be able to do the spotlight technique. And we're going to use our Memento Tuxedo Black ink for this. And a full sheet of 8.5 by 11 basic white cardstock. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get this in camera here. I'm going to go ahead and stamp this, get this all inked up. Okay, and I am just gonna go up here and stamp. I'm gonna do a few of these images, of these same images, all over the paper, kind of turning my image as I go. So I think I'm gonna put one down there. Put several of these on here. Don't worry about it if you miss out. We can cover that up with a sentiment depending on how we cut it. So okay, we have that one that way. So I'm going to kind of angle this one, I think. I've been wanting to try this technique, but I haven't had any black and white images I could color. And then I thought, well, I have stamp sets, so we just make our own. And I have a few different samples to show you of ones that I've made from a couple of different stamp sets. Okay, now I think I want to put one, I'm going to switch and grab this one. That one up. I want to kind of put that one right there. Okay, and then we'll do some more of this big one. Always getting ink on myself. There. Okay, I'm going to see if I can fit. I think I can fit that one there, so I'm going to put that there. Just applying even pressure. Okay, and I think I'm going to do one more of these big ones over here. Then we're going to fill in with the little one. Do this one right about in there. Now since this only has the 2 stamps, I do like to do 3. We will pull in another one show you that one here in a minute, just to kind of fill in some of the open areas a little bit. Dropping stuff all the time. Okay. And I'm also just trying to make sure there's some stuff on all the edges as well. Let's see, we're gonna maybe go in the other way with this. Let's see if we can fit more of that in there. All right, like that. Now I'm just gonna kind of check and go around the edges. We'll cut to avoid that section. Okay, I'm gonna come in on this side here. Okay, I think we're good there. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean off these stamps. And I'm gonna put some bees in here. From Honeybee Home. We're gonna put some of the bees in here from the Honeybee Home. Which is kind of like the sister set of this. Okay, and we'll grab another bee. find a place where I can put, okay, let's see if that other one will fit in there. Okay, I think we have all the bees we can fit in there. It has mostly flowers. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this down to 4. Well, I'm going to cut it long way, so it's going to be 5 1/4 by 4. So I'm going to flip this around so I can try to avoid that area that I dropped it on. So we're going to cut this to 5 1/4. Do the same with this. And then we're going to cut this by 4. I'm going to try to salvage that piece. And then this one by 4. This one by 4. That way we get some bees in there. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is I'm using these dies, which are, I have a mess over here, the circles and the scalloped. I don't remember the name of them right off the top of my head. Yeah, anyway, I'm using this circle to cut out. We're going to cut a piece out of here, and it is, this one measures this circle is about a 2-inch or a 2 1/4 inch round circle. And then the scallop I'm using for this circle is this one. Double check that because I've already pre-cut my black pieces. So you'll want to cut a backing piece for this that we're going to cut in black. And the scallop circle that I'm using is approximately 2 3/4 round. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to decide where we want to cut our circle and how we want the orientation of our cards. All right, so now we just need to pick a spot. That would be really cute, right? Probably right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go cut the spots out of here, and then I'll come back with them and we'll move on to our next step. Okay, so I've cut out my circles, and now what we're going to do is we're going to color. I'm just going to do the one on video. The only piece we're going to color is the circle that we cut out. The colors I have that I'm going to use are Petal Pink. I have the light and dark. The Granny Apple Green light and dark. Fresh Freezer light and dark, and Daffodil Delight light and dark. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and color these images that are on here. I'm going to do the bigger flower in the light Petal Pink. If you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, you can also find open stamps, open work stamps, whatever you want to call them, that you can also do this with. Create your own handmade DSP. And just going to check here. and do the spotlight technique with that as well. Okay, so these petals here also need to be pink. That's right there, needs to be pink. Okay. And now we're going to come in with the dark petal pink and add where the artist has some shading here. Alright, and then we're going to go back in with our light petal pink and just kind of blend that in. Okay, so these next flowers, I'm going to use Fresh Freesia. We'll start with the light and color all of these in. Okay, and I'm using these are Stampin' Blends. We're going to go back in with the dark and again put the shadows where the artist have designed them in the stamp. And then go back in with our light and kind of blend that in. Okay, now we're going to take our Granny Apple Green, our light one, and do the same thing. We're going to color in the leaves. And then go in with our dark and do the shading. And then blend with our light. And now we're going to do, I'm just going to check and see if there's anything I've missed here. Nope, now we're going to do the centers, and I'm going to take my light Daffodil Delight and color in all the centers of the flowers. And we're going to take our dark and put in the shading. And then go back in with our light and blend. Okay, so now that we have all the coloring done, now we need to go ahead and assemble our card. And I have a piece of 11 by 4 1/4 scored at the 5 1/2 inch mark. And my card is going to be oriented like that. So we're going to go ahead and mount this. And I'll need one of these as well. Okay, and then we're going to need to glue this onto this black scalloped edge that we scallop circle that we have cut. And then we're going to put some dimensionals on it. Okay, so I want to make sure I line this up where this would have gone. There we go. Okay, so there's our card. We're not going to do any more coloring. And basically this is a spotlight technique. You take a portion of the black and white image and color it, cut it out, color it, and then kind of pop it up with a, it can be square or oval or whatever you want to with that. So now we need a sentiment, and we are going to use have a perfect birthday. And I have some scrap paper. This should fit on. Yep. So we're just going to stamp that on there. That's good. All right. So now I want to get a piece of black paper, and that's probably long enough. So I'm going to bring in my little cutter here and cut this down. I'm just doing a very simple greeting. I'm going to go ahead and mount that on this, and then I'll trim off the excess. Make sure that's pretty straight. Now, bring back my trimmer, and cut the excess. Okay, that looks pretty good, so we'll use that. All right, so, and then I just need to decide where I want to put that, and I think I want to put that right there. I'm not gonna raise that up. I'm just gonna go ahead and mount it flat. Make sure it's straight. Okay, for embellishment, I have this black and white plaid ribbon, and I really like this ribbon. I didn't think I would, but I do. And it's great for this because it goes well with the black and white. I guess this is a gingham. Just tie it in a knot, cut it at an angle. Decide where I want to put this. I like it right there. So I'm going to take a glue dot and I like to take my glue dot and kind of fold it up because it for some of the ribbon it's too wide. All right, and then I'm just going to add that to my card. And just a really simple birthday card. I think that I don't want to add any bling or anything. I just kind of want that to be the centerpiece of this card. All right, thank you for joining me, and I will show you I will show you samples of the other ones and the pictures to follow the video, and I will see you on the next one.